Hi there, folks! Welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Rise from the Ashes. Joining me today is the immortal Mollie Rhyme Master and the rotund FatmanFalling.
Hey.
Who actually, now I look at it, his camera is slightly bigger than it should be. Let me slightly adjust that.
Yes.
There we go.
Hey, can my camera ever be big enough to capture all of this? Oh shit, I'm like...
Yeah, because you were in a corner.
It just got my forehead right there.
You were very slightly a Code Lyoko character. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully chat is coming through on the window. I don't know why I'm not seeing...
I see Insane Oddball.
I see that in the live chat, but I'm not seeing it on the screen in testimony.
That's cute.
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea.
I don't get to see these stream setups until they actually go live, so...
Yeah, there's not really an easy way to do that without, like, messing everything up. Okay, so, minimize that. Continue. Rise from the Ashes, Day 2 investigation. Let's go.
Day 2.
So, where we live off, her sister was getting hung, right?
By the way, you might want to share it with us as well.
Ah, right! That may help. That may just help. Oh no, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to share this.
Yeah, you're gonna share this, and then all of the things are gonna move. Didn't you learn this last time?
Oh my god, everything had been adjusted. Okay, give me a moment here, folks.
I have sunglasses on today because I'm a detective on the job.
Yes, yes.
I thought it'd only be right.
Alright, there's Fatman, and now Mollie, yours is how to fix the cropping.
Yes, the cropping.
Oh,
So it was
oh no.
Always the cropping.
Moopa says, my brains are melting because sonnets are tray hard to write. Now you know what I've been putting myself through for the past 6.5 years.
760, 750, 7...
William says that he has a sleeping kitten on his lap. He is absolutely living a good man.
He is living the dream that we all wish we
Sleeping
could
kid.
live. 780.
Yes.
Just 8.
Good kitty.
It's 810. There we go. I can live with that. And now I just... Alright, there we go.
I'm not wearing this.
Ah, good. The chat is showing up. I don't know why it took so long to show up.
Good.
Yeah, sonnets are hard to write. So I believe... next week, are we doing the writing, do you think? Or are we going to do the reading?
Well, next week is my birthday stream, so like it's a stream that falls around my birthday. I think it's only fitting if we do poetry week.
I didn't realize we had birthdays so close together.
Yeah, we are, what, 10 days apart?
Oh, wow. I never realized that.
Nice.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, my birthday was yesterday, so...
Yeah, no.
But yeah,
Yeah, this is Celtic's birthday stream.
Yes.
hence why we're playing a game instead of, like, you know, doing anything that requires actual deep thought. Alright, so let's talk.
Yes.
Yeah, not what to do or any ideas. We have ideas, right? Should I present anything to her? Do you have, like, the
Detective
walkthrough of
badge.
Oh my gosh, the walkthrough.
Oh, that's right. The examine button.
What day are we on?
What
day
second
is
day? Day 2.
Day 2. Yes, yes.
Thanks, Moopa. Attorney's badge. Ah, I've never seen a real one before. Okay, we've already...
Yeah.
I have to get used to, like, everyone reading their unique voices. That's gonna be...
Yes.
So, detention center, do you think? And detention center.
Oh yeah,
No.
this guy.
Right, Nickens.
This guy.
Yeah, let's not...
No, this is day 3 investigation, isn't it?
No, it's day 2.
Happy birth yesterday. Nice one.
Okay, you know what? back to the Wright & Co. law offices. We're asking Emma what to do. Well, where should we begin?
Try.
Molly?
I hold on. Oh, isn't this where we go into the evidence room, or did we already do?
Have we gone in yet? I don't know if we've gone in yet. A very happy unbirthday to everybody else. Yes. Happy birthday yesterday. Congratulations, you're older. I know, I'm 28, and I feel like I've made no progress with my life. I'm having an existential crisis. How's that all going?
Hey, it's all right. Dracula was 50 when he wrote Bram Stoker.
Yeah. How? It took me a moment to realize what you just said. Mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Well, you see... Okay.
Yeah,
so...
the evidence room.
All right. Move. Police department entrance. Move. Guard station. Move. No. Back. Examine. Walk in. Key card. Court record?
Oh yeah, the fucking cactuses. I remember those.
So,
good times, good times.
What do we do here, Molly? This is the problem with this case. It's very sprawling.
It is. Let's see. We went to the. We talked to Meekins. We need to go to criminal affairs.
Criminal affairs. Ah, there we go. And I just realized I still have my rain noise in the background. Turning that off. Silly me. I've been listening to that nonstop. It's just very calming.
Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief detective's desk.
It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing. You want to be the chief?
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely total perfection. Totally perfect, sorry.
Have we mentioned Batman just woke up? Have we mentioned that I woke up like an hour ago?
Yeah.
Molly's the only one that's really awake here.
Yeah.
I woke up at 6:30 this morning.
Yeah. The coffee hasn't made it all the way down my system yet. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside of his personal coffee machine. Oh, lucky personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you can call me right away. Deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Ha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant! Reporting for duty, sir!
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
Oh, joy. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep, well,
Yes.
they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything
Fixed
wrong.
it?
He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
It's downright odd. I'll tell you, the detective getting killed on their turf. Too, I mean. I read that totally wrong. They're
It's fine.
being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detective trap shut. Chief of detective.
He was the one you were picking on earlier.
Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was he wanted with the chief of detectives to do.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
So, the chief detective.
Well, that's classic. Back. Wrong button. Presents.
I'm infecting already.
Oh, sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one.
Examine the chief of detective's desk.
The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe?
No, he means me rocking back and forth in my seat because I am very energetic.
Ball of energy.
Yes.
Either him or
Ball
the
of
dancing
energy.
blue badger. Alright, okay, he won't react to any of the evidence, will he?
Yeah, you have to examine the chief detective's desk. I think it's that, yeah.
Batman.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. He took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belongs to Detective Goodman? Yeah, so nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Oh, of course not. Well, this. The clue?
Like, you kept something?
Oh, I got a clue. I got such a clue right now. Sure, why not? It's important. He didn't even finish. It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. Oh, Chief. Oh, Chief. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. What
lost
kind of
item?
plucky young detective could
Detective
ever use
Goodman
something
lose
like this?
The date on it is February
The
21.
date on it is February 21st.
I better make a note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report. Half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to the investigating the police department crime scene. But okay, thank you. I guess we'll just
It's Goodman's old blockbuster card. It's his blockbuster card from 2017.
Yeah.
I guess back to the guard station.
2017.
Yeah.
That's a bit late to have a blockbuster card active.
I know, but that's when this case takes place.
Where am I going now?
Drink all that scotch.
'Cause I'm at the police department. What crime scene am I investigating?
Examine the entrance.
There's beyond that door. Just walk in. We already don't. So we need to go find someone. Gumshoe, where the hell are you?
Oh, to Gant again.
Oh, talk to Gant. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing about this case, is that it's very,
Sprawling.
cryptic. Cryptic is a better word.
Permission to enter. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come, when Righto asked me for help. That was written weird. That wasn't just me, that was written weird. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Stop.
I love his pauses.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable as fuck. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd probably give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
Phoenix asking for $50.
No, you know it's gonna be
Goes to
gumshoe.
show you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Oh shit. Detective's badge? Or no, I mean, attorney's badge, detective's ID card? Oh, best of both worlds.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. This raises the question, how did we get into the evidence locker back in...
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl.
Think.
It does raise the question of how did we get into the evidence room in the first place?
You probably just, like, kicked the door in.
This case was not nearly as lengthy as Volume 8. This case is longer than Volume 8 and Volume 7 probably put together.
The evidence room's not on the door.
Maybe.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Aha! The card reader's turned off, see?
Damn.
What
Foiled
is the security
again.
guard thinking?
You fat man.
Oh, howdy, partners. Well. Oh, what's made my, what the fuck? Bambina's sky so gray? Detective Cowboy Hat!
Officer Marshall? Why does it have to be him?
Well, what's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this is my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That you got there on your chest. That is better than a sheriff's badge in these here parts.
Yeehaw!
You've yeed your last haw, partner. What you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. That crime scene's a-waiting. Beep.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you, hombres.
You have to present the steak lunch to him.
Where is he then?
Did I say that? Only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Oh.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres.
Yeah, what do you, come on, Phoenix, put two and two together. You gotta translate.
Steak lunch. Present.
That smell. What's that smell? It's blood. Reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
What? Was this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall.
I like to imagine he just took it. All right, Bambini, you win. Oh, ask him already threw you for Jack.
Finally, it seems like
He's willing to talk. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You've got a good eye, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer
Meekins
Meekins
at the detention center told us.
That poor little doggy. Poor guy. Keep getting his name wrong. Calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well. I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed Zippy.
No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
He was taking his horse to the Old Town Road. There's no need for people here anyhow. Except for that one specific time where
It was actually
Goodman got
incredibly
stabbed.
convenient if someone was here.
Those newfangled machines do a bang-up job keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak next to your steak, you know.
Wait, Meekins is one of the most annoying characters. Yes, Meekins is one of the most annoying characters. What else did Meekins appear in? Because he was in another game in the franchise.
He's appeared in like 3 cases, and he's insufferable in each and every one.
But which ones did he appear in? It hasn't been any of the 3D ones. Was it in... It had to have been in Investigations, because I think he would have been older in Apollo Justice.
I think I remember him being in Investigations.
Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times that no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago, the day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transferrals.
Edgeworth was talking about the Transferrals too.
I know what maybe two of the machines do in here. What? Okay.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, ooh, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steak. The easy ones to understand are those here security cameras.
Those are the ones
Those
Officer
are the
Meekins
ones.
mentioned.
If nothing happened, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be. Tapes are complicated. I don't understand them.
You're the security guard, and you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
Thus, the card reader by the door.
Card reader leaves a record of every ID that passes through.
7,
Oh, look at all those sevens. 420!
So this is the ID card record.
5842189.
8675.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Here's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. All right, we'll get to that in just a minute.
Maybe.
Transferrals first. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferral thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? Mistake, not cauliflower or broccoli.
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferral. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferral is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after the case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
And what happened to SL9 2 days ago?
And you're gonna show him the
Yep.
the thing with the card number on it?
Damn it! Present.
See, this is this is the victim's ID card.
Ah,
I'm like pretending to hold something.
the one that was on the ground in the parking lot.
The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
Well, you see, the cards.
Look, the fourth number is a perfect match.
It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
Numbers. What do they mean, Mason? What's more, there's only one of them there cards in the world. Was one of them a forgery?
Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
All right, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
Woo! I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Okay. Well, let's start with him. Why not?
You can
What?
you can finally move to the evidence room now.
Alright, well, I'm just going to present this to him. No, okay. It's just the you dumb fucked up. Okay, so move. I remember this had like this room had a really stupid gimmick during a trial. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Yeah, like what about graveyards that are out in the desert? Like they don't usually have grass or trees. They just have dirt, rocks, maybe a lizard. Lizards are cool.
Maybe a lizard.
Maybe a lizard.
Hey,
Gumshoe.
and he murders us.
That's
Sorry,
the end.
I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend I forgot how I did Gumshoe's voice. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal.
You had like a Brooklyn accent. You went for like
All right.
kind of a gruff Brooklyn.
Yeah, all my voices are gruff. I just woke up. So it's true what I heard. What? No, I'm back in Marshall. Hey, Brooklyn, gotta go Brooklyn. So it's true what I heard. What I heard.
Right, no, please. Well, I'm a unselfish man. Blah 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 blah. Go ahead. No. Yeah, it's true.
I'm here to ask Gant for $50. So, Police Chief Gant. Will loan anyone $50? Excuse me? Even me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Just for today?
Yeah.
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief.
Brady.
So now you're
I'm
boss for
streaming
the
here.
day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this.
Seeing the stabbing and detective at PD. Well, let's take a look at that. I'm so impressed.
It's an L.
There's so much detailed information here. I mean, yeah, they'll come in handy, of course. Let's talk to Gumshoe.
So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're the boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's finding to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again.
Yeah, I'm adamant. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. I'll watch all the evidence be in there.
Only you can open.
I've just noticed now, I forgot they stuffed little references to Turnabout Farewell? Farewell to My Turnabout? No, sorry, not... The last one of the first game. The little fishing pole and the metal detector, which you can all get.
The Farewell of My Turnabout is the really lit one in the second game.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in the court today.
I see.
Guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case.
Maybe, pal. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker's fixed so that only one detective can open it. using their
ID card?
Oh, sorry. Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why I'm on my third card since entering the force already. Nice.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Uh-oh.
Right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The locker for each is coated with a fingerprint. The only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
That's the latest model. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor. If the wrong person touches it, blammo.
Zap! You get a shock.
That's what happened. My own hand would be black and smoking every day.
That man's completely lost in the sauce right now.
If in any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Only assigned detectives prints unlock an indicator lamp lights when it's open. Evidence locker added to court record. Okay. Also, I just realized something, and I want to go look at it. Oh, he closed it. Did you see what was inside? Because he opened this locker, and I never realized that before. There's a little picture of Maggie in there. I'm so.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's so cute. Like that's a great way of like retroactively adding in that she was here in the first place. Fatman, you haven't met her yet. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
What should we do? Present him with something?
Present Goodman's note or the switchblade knife.
Ooh.
Okay.
Personality test. You choose the note or the knife.
Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why did evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Now that was a bloody, violent crime.
Violent? So it was a murder.
A serial killing.
A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
But the killer made a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth has built a case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill.
Rumors about forged evidence?
That was supposed to be all cleaned up by the transferral yesterday. Or the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
What do you think he means?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So, the switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself.
The first case is chronicled by Emma's Edgeworth Harry Potter fanfic.
Alright, well, I want to see this stuff. Let's see. Bulky equipment gathering dust here.
What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Hey, that's my personal pole. I never get around to. I never did get around to using it.
Yeah, I've seen that somewhere before.
Right, pal. That's that metal detector. The one that led to us solving that case on Gourd Lake, remember?
Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving a case sooner or later.
A cheap-looking box? And Fatman's gone mute. Or, you there, Fatman?
You can't judge a person or machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart.
I love the running joke of people reading Phoenix's mind.
Yeah. Also, is that... It implies that he has no poker face, and yet, like, we have such contradictory information. Either he has a really good poker face, or he doesn't, and it's hilarious.
Everyone can see the subtitles. They're diegetic.
But I was gonna say, is it like, did that bug sweeper come up in a different case? I'm trying to remember. Oh. What should we be looking for? So there's some fun stuff to look at here, I think.
Examine the glove hanging on the police tape.
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Michael Jackson's around here somewhere. Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. From the case, you know.
I mean, SL9? It does have a tag on it. Or a glove.
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe.
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
SL9 incident, pal. That's the sticker on one of the pieces there.
Another piece, SL9 evidence. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try to put it back together?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Hey, good
Yes.
luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs.
He ain't kidding. This is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
And I will spend 3 hours on it here. No, I'm kidding.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Okay.
Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place.
Oh, shit. Oh, is this a 3DS gimmick? Like,
Yep, this was like one of their big selling features. Okay, let's...
fun.
Here, that piece.
What?
No, it was correctly
Yeah,
oriented.
I'm trying
Put
to...
it
How
in.
do I... Oh, E combine. Oh! Oh my god! They made it, they simplified it. Oh! Praise be to whoever developed this port. Oh my god. No, not this one. This one? Nope.
No, it's the third one. Third from left.
Don't just tell me these answers.
You gotta find out the clues.
No.
The clues.
Oh, I'm not telling you any answers. I'm trying to guess this myself because I like puzzles.
Oh, I see.
I think it's actually this one. Nope, that's the top. That's a lid. That's also a lid.
Next 3 hours of the game. Ooh, gaming.
This is it, I think, actually. Nope, I was wrong.
Huh.
Nope, I was wrong. This one? There we go.
Riveting gameplay.
Yeah,
I love visuals so much.
I mean, on one hand, this is way less frustrating.
Now this one is the third one, and it's upside down in the picture. Right?
This one's actually at the top. You can tell because it has the little lid there. I think it's this one actually.
Yeah, it's that one. So on the original port of this game, you had to like put it together just like that. Like it didn't give it to you one at a time. You just
They literally just kind of threw all the pieces on the screen and just said, "Yeah, good fucking luck."
Go for it, loser.
It's I think it's that one.
I don't
No.
think it is. This one. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
We have this, which is this one. What? No, it's not.
No, it's this. That's third from left, upside down.
There we go.
We're smart.
Nice. I would speak for yourself. I get no. I guess it's this one somehow. What? No, it's not that one.
The other one.
Okay, that was weirdly oriented.
Oh shit, a piece is missing, and some of the pieces have blood on them. Whoa.
Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Oh.
So he was sitting there for 3 hours trying to finish a thing that had missing pieces.
Were some of the pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with.
Still. Doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. That's you.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
Jar piece better from the pieces missing. Yep. All right.
There's still you need to hold on.
Let me examine Gumshoe's locker. See what happens. What's this? It's blood.
His blood.
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint there.
Looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use testing fluid to check it out.
Yeah.
Back. Present.
Testing fluid.
I'm gonna spray my fluids all over this room. Wrong button.
Wrong fluid button.
That's the wrong button. Oh shit. Okay. It's examine and then court
How do
record,
I want to orient my hair today?
and then spray ball.
Kind of want it out of my face, but
Not.
looks good though.
There we go.
Oh, look at that.
I completely forgot that was there.
Look at that.
Why am I getting reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something.
Isn't that on the way to the door, though? What if he was injured and he was, like, leaning on shit to get out? Are there handprints on, like, all the lockers?
We'll see.
That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
I've never heard of Luminal before. What, this? It's called Luminal testing fluid.
It's been in use since like the 70s.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some, too. Probably tastes delicious. I'll just go borrow $50 from the chief.
Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I'd better jot down this on the floor plans.
Look at all that blood. That blood. Oh, maybe was he not stabbed with a knife? Was he stabbed with like one of the broken pieces of the pot?
Possibly.
Yeah.
That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective?
Pale blue blood.
A lobster was killed here.
Oh no! Maybe Detective Gunman was actually an alien.
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make a note of that. There's mine. Sorry, I completely blinked.
Hey, if you guys, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Is that all there is to this? I mean, obviously, we already have this handprint, but like we noticed that.
Oh, it is actually blood. It's not ketchup.
Yeah.
I knew it. Someone's right handprint.
Right!
What's the matter, detective?
This locker. It's mine. Hey, you didn't see the big red print on it before?
We've established that Gumshoe's kind of an idiot.
Yes, we have.
It's yours?
Please! You have to help me. When they come take me away! I promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals?
I'll do better than that, Gumshoe. I'll testify that you literally couldn't hurt a fly.
It'd be too difficult.
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down in the floor plans.
I'm counting on you guys, believe me. Can't trust the police.
What? But
But
you're a
you-
detective.
You can't trust me either. Get out of here before I betray you.
Is there anywhere else I need to spray? I'll take it as a no. Just more examination, though. Woo! Paint. Is the paint important?
Paint blood flavored?
I'm gonna examine the locker itself.
Look, this one's open. And the red indicator light above the door is lit.
Hey, old man, the door's lit.
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Detective Goodman's locker.
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere.
Now we go to the High Prosecutor's office, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Wait, no.
The high prosecutor, is he the guy who opened the door at 420?
The lit
Is
door.
his badge number 77777?
It says Emma adds up to spray on what looks like the crime scene. There's a lot of blood on there. Something really happened here. Emma will mark all the spots on the floor plans. Gumshoe will then leave to give Edgeworth his report for the day, as he is just getting out the inquiry committee now. Now it's time to talk to Edgeworth.
So we gotta keep examining until he leaves.
What is the saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been the war against oppression.
True art.
Oh, excuse me.
I noticed there's blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger?
Well, you might say this is my studio.
Here? In the evidence room?
Why not, pal?
Oh, we need to... We already examined this, but why is it... If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some
Two?
of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Alright, that's weird. What are we supposed
Like-
to examine now?
It doesn't really look like a jar because it looks like it's got like things on the outside. It looks like you would like, could you show it again? Like the jar thing.
Maybe we have to examine the jar?
Doesn't it look like it's you're supposed to like put those like things? You see those little like wooden things? Doesn't it look like you're supposed to like hang those over like a fireplace on little like forks, like a
Probably.
spit, and then you put it in there? So it doesn't really look like it's supposed to like stand up.
Oh, there's
It
blood.
says to finish examining the room before you actually go into the Luminal.
Oh, I see. Molly. You gonna read? Emma.
Oh.
Hey, look! They're hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains here.
Looks like blood.
Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on us when he was stabbed?
Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. The jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might have been where the blood got on it. It's impressive the blood maintains its sheen, bright red sheen.
I think you can Can you luminal that?
I don't think so. There's something sticking out of here.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
What if Detective Gumshoe
Wonder
put
if
this here?
Detective. Oh. There you go, pal. Making me out as some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here, that said. I bet that evidence locker was open recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guards check on that kind of stuff and notifies the detectives responsible. How many times have I had them breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too.
He doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either.
Oh, there you go. Go again. Tongue behind someone's
Damn,
back.
roasted.
Don't do it right in front of him, pal.
God, I love Gumshoe, man. He's just such
he's a Chad.
Five lockers.
This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
Stuffed with dreams.
It won't open.
Did you really think it would?
Hey, pal, our security is high tech around here.
Technically, okay, good. Oh my god, having the check mark is so nice. Because, like, look at all this space. You could literally check each and every single locker and not realize that each one of them has a, like, a little thing that goes along with it. So I guess maybe...
Did the original not have that?
The original
Wow,
had...
look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
If you remember, the original only had a crosshair. That was literally like a line going vertically and a line going horizontally that lined up wherever your stylus was.
Oh, God. So you would have to do, like, pixel hunts.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, oof.
That looks like a car door?
Man,
There's a
door,
car
hand, hook, car
attached to the
door.
frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away?
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us.
Yeah.
Okay, checked. What have we not checked?
Paint cans, exit signs up there, like with the lights.
Those aren't exit signs, they're just lights. Maybe the door? Door.
Did you put luminol on the exit door?
I'll check, but Emma.
That's the door we just came through.
Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out.
I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside.
Let's hope he remembers we're in here. Okay, so let's try the luminal on the door.
The only luminal locations are the upper left locker,
Do we have to present
the
something?
upper right locker.
If I see, no.
The crime scene.
Okay, the glove? No, that's not what... Do we have to check the glove for anything? SL9, we're gonna have some lines about that. Price of SL9, I guess is evidence...
Does the glove have fingerprints, like, built into it?
Let's what's so confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like a bag, gag, nag, lag, zag? Is that a word? All right. God, I love they have such little. I feel like kind of bad. We kind of zoom over these things, but okay. Oh no. Oh.
You can't open the lockers with your fingerprints don't. If your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can't open it, if you can open it, then I'll give you 50 cents. Put on the glove and try to open it. Oh, it lacks faith in its locks.
I'm looking at the guide. I'm trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But then at the same time, he was found dead in the over at the Prosecutor's office.
Prints are.
Can you put on the glove?
No.
Can you try to use the glove on the thing? On
Maybe
the
we can
door.
Examine the glove. Maybe there's something about the glove we can examine.
No, there's nothing to examine.
Boo.
Okay.
Can you stab Detective Gumshoe?
I guarantee you he would just walk away unharmed. Somehow.
What a bro.
Move. Yeah, let me look at. Let me try and find a guide as well. Rise from the
Intermission. How is everyone?
Yes. Oh yes. Let's actually acknowledge chat for a little while.
Brady's been talking a lot. Hi, Brady.
Yes. Thanks for keeping chat alive.
You're doing the Lord's work, Brady.
Yeah.
Detention center.
Oh, it looks like an urn. Like, oh, hey, that's actually a pretty good observation.
Evidence from floor plans. Talk to Gumshoe. Boss of the day. Edgeworth. Evidence safe. Evidence locker. President Goodman's note. Switchblade. SL9 incident. Present ID card. Present the ID card record. Oh. Oh, it's right.
That's important.
Can you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
Oh, wait, shit, is that me?
Yep.
Ah, I heard the rumors. I gotta get out of the marshal voice. Whoa, pal.
Molly.
What is it?
420. I mean that second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What? What?
I updated on the record. Nice. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room?
Hey, pal, look at the time. 420.
Is there
Blizzard.
something you need to be doing?
It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should have been letting out soon. It's going to give them my. I'm going to give them my report for the day.
Oh
That's
my
a nice. That's another nice reference to
Champion! Hey, we're not gonna see you for 2 more games.
It might help, you know.
Report? You mean written on the back of the flyer?
It says nothing but no problems.
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. No, comma, problems, exclamation point. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe?
I'm off, pal. Later.
Oh, thank Christ we've escaped the frickin' evidence locker. Should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Oh, God. Alright. Hi, Marshall. Fuck off.
Hey, pals. Oh, you're just gonna leave me here like the stewed broccoli next to the steak dinner? I see how it is.
High Prosecutor's Office. February 23, High Prosecutor's Office. He must be high for wearing that thing off in the corner. No. Room 1202. Oh, Christ, it's you!
Is that me? Should I do this one?
Yeah, I think that's me.
Guests, my apologies.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, have we met somewhere?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long.
Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
she lapsed into fanfiction prose. Right.
That's you, right?
Yeah. He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. You know what would make him feel better if he had a nice, hot, strong man to...
Emma! Just take the bottle of Luminal and just...
Spray her with it.
So how'd the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time, again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see.
Gant?
Why? I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of.
You should do things you believe is Edgeworth.
Well, I've never seen him like this out of sorts. Back. Trying to present things to him. I feel like... Yeah, something about
You're the one with the walkthrough.
I can't operate the walkthrough ended, so inquiry committee ID card time. Damn it! Present. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Molly?
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe I just show him the best evidence I can give him, get some reaction out of him. Okay, so I read the wrong. It was the
ID card record.
Yeah. Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? Record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make note of it. AI-16, I guess? Evidence from the past case brought up against request. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case.
Wait, did he say that Gant asked him for this evidence?
Yes.
From that other case? Oh, wait. He obviously, it's obviously a red herring. And Gant snuck in, like, after Edgeworth, when he opened the thing with his ID. And then he, like, hid in there until Goodman came in, and then he stabbed him. It's all coming together.
I actually can't remember how this plays out. I remember it gets confusing, because there's a weird security camera segment that's going to be painful.
Well, I mean, it's probably easy to switch out the tapes. I mean,
No,
like...
Edgeworth, you're only fueling Emma's Gant X Edgeworth fanfic.
They had a tryst in the evidence locker.
Oh, Christ.
That's not blood the Luminal found.
I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. Must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Back. Talk. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. A wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why a deputy chief of police on the why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science.
Huh? Yes, of course! Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminal testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints!
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
Try it on the glove. Try it on the glove. Try it on the glove.
Me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. It's like, yeah, go ahead, fuck up Gant's case.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The only true ally here is justice.
Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and those fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprint set, and fingerprint file received.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Oh man, I wish it was one last investigation. We are on day 2.
Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere.
Yeah,
Also,
go back to the evidence room.
If I go to court record, and then... No, that's not what I need. How do I get the profiles? Oh, R. Can I see their fingerprints? Nope, okay. Move. So all the way back. Guard station. Evidence room. February 23rd. Evidence room. Sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Here, in this blood on the detective's locker.
Let's use a secret weapon we just borrowed.
Dun dun dun!
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger.
I mean, it's obviously the index. Because the thumb is going to be, like, off to the side. It's going to be, like, rolled a lot.
True.
Okay, now it's time to check for prints.
Alright, and she's just gonna go into tutorial mode now,
Yeah.
so.
First sprinkle powder on C with F. Let's see, just check.
One of my favorite lines in Apollo Justice is like, Emma wanted this white powder, and Apollo's like, I sure hope it's not what I think it is.
Oh, I wish there was microphone integration. It would be so easy on a PC port to have microphone integration. Because, like, in the DS version of this case, you could actually blow away the files with the microphone.
That's pretty cool.
Basic fingerprinting. I guess I better give it a try. So I'm just making extra sure, you know, just making.
Pour like 4 gallons on it.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Oh wow! I actually did need to do that. Oh my god! Found one. But this looks like nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
It means this the wait. Hold on. Is that a left hand? Is the glove? Is it the other on the glove?
It's
the glove.
It's a right hand.
Is the glove also
I
right
think
hand?
that means
Glove
we're
is
out of
left-handed.
luck.
Which means its pairing partner would probably be it. What we're looking for. The one that's missing.
Nice.
Out of luck.
The person who left his handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame.
More like scientific.
While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints.
Looking at the locker door again closely. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, we kind of had to last time, so why not just go all...
Phoenix Wright, the most wasteful detective.
Phoenix Wright, you know... I'm trying to think of a euphemism for cocaine.
The Snow White detective.
Get extra...
Putting more on.
Yeah, because I had to. Like, you
Yay!
actually have
Print
to.
so clear, it's dazzling.
Dazzling?
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet. This is quite a process.
Well, no point in finding a fingerprint. And not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprints would we most likely find on his evidence locker?
Mm-hmm. Yep. God, I love the investigation music. It's so calming. Phoenix rise from the coke.
So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess it's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss.
This further fueling your headcanon that she's a big fan of baseball.
Yes. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for
Just
the
like in
symphony.
baseball.
Yeah.
Did I just say symphony? Thanks for the symphony. Wait, if I remember correctly,
Are you gonna test the other handprint on
Yeah.
like the other locker?
there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Slide. That's where we got a luminal reaction, right?
Right, there was a handprint here.
There are eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
Well, you end up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints of that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So it means no prints.
Try it anyway.
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me.
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Okay, so... Be like... Oh, okay. I think that's where it would be. Yeah, yeah. Come on, come on. There we go.
Oh, are you sure it wasn't that one?
It has to be that one.
It has to be this one.
Oh, okay. So these are like always in the same orientation. Okay, I see. Oh no, anyone but Jake Marshall.
Hey, these fingerprints, they...
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Officer Jake Marshall. Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
It's all the blood
Gotta
from
be a
steak,
coincidence.
guys.
He's not involved in the crime.
Emma,
Are you kidding me? Come on, you got to put on your detective brain hat, and then you got to brain your detective hat.
this is decidedly
I don't know what
different-
I'm saying.
This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are all in the same place.
Oh!
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a white bloodstain.
But why would Officer Marshall?
It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
Oh,
All right.
To be continued.
To be continued. Oh, God. Oh, such a long case.
Long case.
Trial
long case.
former. Trial. I forgot. Ah. We got to call it here.
Yeah, we're calling it here.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
I
call
have to
it.
order dinner.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I love this game, but oh my god, that can go on. Oh, we can chill just a moment though. Talk to the chat a little bit. Reminder that next week, are we writing next week or are we're doing review next week? So next week, poems are
Reviews
due.
for poetry.
We're reading your poetry. We're all very excited about it. Also, we're gonna have a special small segment on the perils of plagiarism. That's going to be interesting. Don't worry. You guys don't have to worry about anything about that, but we're going to be addressing some pretty heavy stuff. Or not pretty heavy, but it's important stuff when it comes to writing your own pieces. So look forward to that. Look forward to that fun stuff. What else? What else should we? Anything else do we need?
I have a funny plagiarism story.
Oh, really? Go ahead.
So I went to a public school in high school. And fucking teachers in public schools, they're done with life. They don't care. They get like at max 3 decent students every year. So to keep themselves entertained, they will pit the good students against each other and then just like ignore the rest of the students because they don't really give a fuck. And in my history class, I was like put in a team against one of the other good students, and we were basically like competing to see like which one of our teams would get the better grade. And me being like super checked out, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do the written report. Somebody else can do it. Fine, whatever. I'm going to do like the PowerPoint presentation because that actually sounds like fun. And I did that, and it was awesome. And then the person in my team that did the written report totally phoned it in. It was shitty, and like the team overall like got a C. And it was like, oh well, whatever. Teacher, lost their little like game of seeing if I if I would beat like the other team with the good student on it. But then when like they posted the grades on the project, it's like I was my team was still ahead of the other team by like 1 point, and I was like, how did that happen? And it turned out that the other team's good student is the one who did the written report. And like half the report was just plagiarized from Wikipedia.
Wow.
Wow. He was even more checked out than you.
Yeah. So like I got full marks on my PowerPoint part, and then like the other 2 people, they got like low points on like the written report, and I forgot what the other thing was, but they got like low points on that too. But then like the other student got like 0 points on her written report. And it's just like it balanced out to like our team winning slightly, and it's like, oh shit. So yeah, there's my story about how plagiarism saved the day.
You guys say that C is still passing. Who cares? I'll tell you who cares. Like in college, having good grades gave me a scholarship. I got through college like with almost no debt by accident.
Just by doing your homework, guys.
No, I told you the story. Like I applied for this scholarship going into college, called the Utopia Scholarship. And it's this great scholarship, that basically paid for like half my tuition. But like I didn't know I had won it until like 2 semesters into. I was halfway through my first semester of sophomore year when I learned that I had this thing that had been applying. And basically what had happened was that I was second in the competition to get it, and the guy who was supposed to get it didn't end up going to the school that I went to. So it went down to me. I won it, I got it by being runner-up. And I just
still counts.
Kept it. It was great. It was great. And so like, guys, good grades, it pays off. It really does if you're going into higher education. My word of advice, don't go into higher education unless you really know specifically if you have like a plan and you have a job lined up. I always knew I wanted to be a writer. That's still not panning out for me. At least not quite yet. English degree, not like, if you're getting one of the sciences, maybe you're in better ground. But like, if you're going to one of the art programs, just do your own thing. Like, go
great,
get a trade.
Great messages from Celtic Phoenix.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, go get a trade and then do your thing as a hobby. Like that's a better plan, honestly, if you want to have a good life. But
Civil engineering.
Yeah, civil engineering, that's a great one. But yeah, they wrapping this up, on a similar note to your story, I remember in Death to Life, or no, it was other religions, like because we had a class on different on I can't remember what it was called, but basically in Catholic school it was study of other religions other than Catholicism, and we were supposed to my team was given a project to do a presentation on Shintoism, and we broke up our presentation into the creation myth, the belief system, and then the afterlife of the religion. Those are the three core tenets of the project. And so I took over the creation myth. Another guy took over the core tenets, and the last guy took over the afterlife. Me and the first guy did about 7 slides apiece of our presentation, and we knew that stuff back and forth before we went back in sophomore year of high school. The last guy did 2 slides.
Well done.
And I'm pretty sure he's the one that sunk us down to like a B, and it always pissed me off. Anyway, enough about those stories. Remember, Poems next week after that is apparently Battle of Wits, which me and Molly have to figure out how we're going to do when we're writing that.
I always find the writing streams really funny because it's just like, dude with an English degree who aspires to be a professional writer, a kid who has been certifiably good at writing for 8 months maybe, certifiably pretty good.
It's always it's an exercise. It's always an attempt to learn. So, yes. So I hope you all tune in for that. Remember, bad fanfiction reading tonight in the Tundra for everyone that's a patron. Those are very exciting. And one final request that everyone do your best to spread around the audition video for the Sketchy Huntsman, which is here on the channel. So with all that said, thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye.